Hello everybody. Here's an update on my vegetable garden. Right here on the sidewalk is these are some tomato plants that we planted alongside the sidewalk. We also have some rose bushes in the flower bed as well. This happens to be a rose bush and tomato plants, tomato plants, tomato plants, tomato plants. And this is a rose bush. Tomato plants. And this right here is my pineapple plant that I grew. And this is the vegetable garden. I'm not exactly sure. One of these is squash, like yellowneck squash, and one of them is, we have another row that's supposed to be zucchini. Yeah, we have a lot of grass that's growing in between the stuff. All the rain that we got the last couple of days has started making the grass grow again. Yeah, I think we have 2 rows of squash or 2 rows of zucchini, something like that. And then we have this, and then I believe one of these is cucumbers. I think. Whew. Yeah, one of them is a cucumber. And I hope that we get a lot of cucumbers because hopefully we can start making homemade pickles, you know. And yeah, we never did put anything over here. Over here. Huh. Oh yeah, and over where the tomato plants are at, I don't think I showed it, but we also have a banana pepper plant, 3 of them. But I don't think you could see them because the tomato plants were so tall. And this is right here. This is my apple tree, how it looks right now. It's got a lot of leaves on it. It'll be a long time before it starts producing any apples. Apples. Or yeah, apples are one of my favorite fruits. Yeah. Very delicious. Oh, let me show you these. I don't know the name of these, but these have the most beautiful flowers. When I planted this thing, it was a very small plant. It's gotten huge. Okay. And that little tree right there is a fig tree. And this little tree right here, which ain't really doing anything, is also a fig tree. It's been that same size ever since I planted it and it hadn't gotten any bigger. But that one is pretty good size. Yeah. I was thinking about taking this little bitty fig tree right here, and planting it next to this big fig tree, and maybe they'll fuse together and become one tree. I don't know. This is my blueberry bush. It's a pretty good sized one too. We got a good amount of blueberries. And then that right over there, that's a well, here in the South it's called a muscadine vine, or other people refer to it as a scuppernine vine. It's one of the two. And let's see, do I got any blueberries on here? Or did the birds eat them all? See, that's the only bad thing about having blueberry bush or having a muscadine vine or scuppernine vine. If you don't get out here early enough, the birds and the rabbits and squirrels will eat all the berries. I know. There's one, and there's 3 right there. They're not ready though to pick. Yeah. Eh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably by this time next year, this blueberry bush, the height that it is now currently, it's as tall as me almost. But by this time next year, it's going to go from being this tall to being about like that much taller. Yeah. Yeah. And there's actually a blueberry bush that we go to uh, around this time every year, and they have like two blueberry bushes that are big, even bigger than the ones that I have. And we go and pick blueberries. I'll try to film us picking blueberries there, maybe. I don't know. And this is the muscadine or scuppernine vine. Oh, look. Look. Right here. These are scuppernines or muscadines. This is the first year I've actually seen us have any on here. Now these, it's kind of like a grape. I guess you could say that's sort of like what it's like. And you can make all kind of preserves and jellies and jams with it, and it tastes so good. The only bad thing is it's thicker than a grape. The skin is thicker than a grape. But they usually have a lot of seeds in them too. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's actually doing pretty well. It's pretty well. We have this one, and then over here I have another one. It's grown over here next to the garden. This one over here. Yeah. And right there is where Angel, my dog Angel, where I laid her to rest, where she's buried. Yeah. We put some fake flowers out because they don't go bad as fast as the real ones. Yeah. And this is the other muscadine vine that we have. It's either muscadine or scuppernine. It's pretty much both the same. And this one's doing pretty good. It's growing all the way to right there on the swing right there and everything. Yeah. And right beside it, I think, if I'm not mistaken, right beside it, this right here, we think that this might be a wild blackberry bush. And I've been watering it, hoping that it is, because blackberries are so good with when you make them into like preserves and stuff. Like, yeah, it looks like it.